definitely saved my life. I don't think I'd be alive to tell the tales, that's for sure.
Beautiful answer, beautiful answer. There we go. Brad, here we are ready to go for a great start. Take us away.
All right, we're underway with this one here. We've gone to the Supersport 300 race one for them. We're going to go the 6-lap race and then a 6-lap restart for the Superbikes will be after this. So we're going to go racing here with 300 Supersport, good field, 14 strong, and the two D6 Motorsport KTMs, they were flying and qualifying, and they found themselves out the front of the racetrack as well. So Cameron Leslie and Logan Rowell, that's the two names out there in the front. And we go at third place, Hamish Simpson. A good start from Hamish. Dylan Burns up in fourth place as well. And we've got Christy Fury, double classing today. He was on the Formula 3 earlier on and now finds himself top 5 in this one. So really good stuff. But the D6 Motorsport boys, they were on fire a week ago at the Auckland Motorcycle Club's second round of their series and taking it out here in the front at the moment. So Cameron Leslie and Logan Rowell out there, teammates on the track, and they are a clear 1-2 at the moment.
Well, I don't think it's a coincidence, folks, but they're also from the best looking team that was presented here today. It's a lower profile event than NZSPK, but these guys have not let the guard down. Congratulations, the Wet and Forget team. They look absolutely beautiful. It is D6 Motorsport, folks. They are fantastic. It's the 66. It's Jack's old race number, and there's also the 1988 in there, which is the year he started racing. He's a passionate man about the sport. He shifted to New Zealand, and then he's got involved in making a team up. And they're looking for a couple of gaps. They're going to grow as well to have 1,000 on board, so a superbike on board with the team, but they're also looking for more young guys to join them. So there's almost an opening there. So I can see them growing and growing. And when you've got two cool guys like this at the front of the pack who are having a race all of their own, as you come down to the flip-flop, I tell you what, there was nothing about that that said they were in the same team, because they were both going for the same corner at the same split second of the time to get through here at turn 13. Well, they come along the straight like that, less than a bike length to separate them as they go for the line there at the moment. And a change going on as well. That margin, by the way, 0.055 between them, 0.55. That's only half of a tenth of a second. So that's a 20th of 1 second, however you want to count that at the moment. Logan Rowell on the number 10 up against the 5.11 of Cameron Leslie, as Brad has been talking about. The awesome D6 Motorsport combo out there. Hamish Simpson, Chris DeFori, Andrew McLaughlin in there, along with Richard Ford, Richard Boyd, Sean Parker. Go to Simon Bed. Now, Simon had qualified pretty well, so to see him back that far, I wonder whether he'd had a little bit of a hiccup, as I politely call him, whatever had gone wrong. Greg Percival, former awesome all-round good guy and National Road Race Commissioner in there, and also to Alistair Wilton, Georgia Elvin out of our fabulous Helicraft race team, with then going to Debbie Tapper and Dylan Byrne. That's our lineup at the moment. As part of our racing, brought to us by Chems. Remembering, still 100% New Zealand, 25 years of making it here in New Zealand. Throw away your other names that you might think of, as a toolkit in a can, or call it what you like. Other names, they all come from globally around the world. Chems made in New Zealand for New Zealand. Quality products that are supporting New Zealand racing as well. That's a key factor, so good to see. Hey, Georgia out of Helicraft with support from Joe's Garage, Night and Day, Gear Wrench, along with Warbirds Oval, Wanaka, Shoesy, Chems as well, Dragon Jeans, Penrite, Vincent Holdings, Pirelli Level, B Effect Brewing Company. These modern brewing companies are certainly making a hit in New Zealand. Certainly our culture now really changing to craft beer, along with Gold Park Campground. Got to talk to you about Gold Park. Love following our team from Gold Park, who are making it all. Of course, that's part of Shoesy as well, so a shout out there to the team from beautiful Lawrence and Central Otago. Super Finishing Race Supplies, along with Kiwi Bike Insurance, Dyno Works, OSM Nutrition, Rhino Power New Zealand, making it all happen on the little MT-03 Yamaha. Georgia Elvin, one of two ladies out there in our field.
All right, a bit of an update. Logan Rowell has a 1 second advantage over his teammate Cameron Leslie, so a great little fight going on between those two there. Hamish Simpson in third place, Christy Fury, that's fourth for him. Andy Mack, a former 300 Supersport champion, national champion, well, this is back before it was even called 300 Supersport, back in the lightweight days. He had held the lap record at Ruapuna on 300s for a number of years as well, so good to have Andy Mack come up from the South Island. He's there in the top 5. Richard Boyd ahead of Richard Ford, so the two Richards, 6th and 7th there in the race. Sean Parker, Simon Beard, and then Alistair Wilton there rounding out our top 10. So 300 Supersport racing. Now, this is our production-based entry-level class at the New Zealand Superbike Championships. Unfortunately, we can't host those this year, so good to have 14-strong field out there at the moment. So the two D6 Motorsport boys, well done to them, lapping in the 143s last time around Logan Rowell. So that's starting to heat up. We've got a few lap record times here set by Cormac Buchanan over the last couple of years in the low 140s. So yeah, they're a couple of seconds off that, but getting quicker and quicker as this one unfolds. So still 4 laps to go, and flying down the back straight as well. That's our leaders on the D6 Motorsport KTMs.
Well, we don't expect any lap records here today, and on the other hand, you actually cannot validate a lap record as we don't have enough officialdom with the event. Not that that's important, but more importantly, it's to acknowledge just the pace of what we're doing here, and we can make a nice comparison to those as well. So here we are looking out for the turn for these two. Yes, indeed, right on it at the moment as we come out of the corner. This is 66 Motorsport, Wet and Forget, KTM New Zealand, MTF Finance, Silverdale, Eurobike Wholesale, Express Racewear, Formula Fit, Pirelli New Zealand, Rose's Alterations, and Rhino Power. There's Rhino Power popping up a couple of times. So you've got D6 Motorsport's got it, Helicraft have got it as well. Of course, Rhino Power has its background from Ryan Hughes out of AMA Motocross and Supercross. So a real link in place here, because this guy has put a lot behind nutrition. He understood that it's not just about fitness, but it's about nutrition. And of course, also when it comes to Rhino Power, it's about attitude and your mind as well. So Rhino Power, do check it out. Yes, it might be American made, but it's American inspired by a motorcyclist. So a quality product to be associated with our sport and getting it behind our racing as well through their New Zealand distributors. Brad, we've got the awesome 66 Motorsport combo out in front, but look at that fight for that third place. Somebody's going to miss out on a podium by half a hairbreadth the way we're going.
Yeah, so the two KTMs are the RC390, so it's called 300 Supersport. You've got the RC390 and the Yamaha R3, the prominent bikes out there. We've got the RC390 as a single cylinder, whereas the 300cc Yamaha, that's a twin cylinder machine, so that's why the CC comparison's a little bit different, but they're both compatible with the production racing we've got here. So Logan Rowell ahead of Cameron Elizabeth. Cameron has really closed that gap down. It was just over a second last time around, but it's much less than that now, and coming to a head as they go down the back straight. I think that might be Cameron pulling up alongside. Who's going to break the latest? It's late braking from Logan Rowell, and manages to hang on to that, but Cameron knocking on the door. This is going to be good, and the teammates, that's the first person you want to beat at the racetrack, your teammate, and here it is unfolding. 66 Motorsport, hammer and tongs at the moment, nothing in it. It's gone down to 0.1 of a second, so he's taken 0.9 off it, and the first one to go into the 141, so he's only a second off lap record pace here. And Cameron Leslie, the man in second place, but the man on the move, and he's going to go round the inside into the outside. He's not going to be quite there, but you can throw a tea towel over these two. Here he's got to run in from out of turn 3, not quite close enough. Good defensive riding by Logan Rowell to close those lines off, but it's on here. This is going to be good. And while that unfolds, the battle for third is pretty much red hot as well. There's battles all over the track. It's brilliant to come back to the racetrack and get some hot and heavy racing.
Oh, absolutely beautiful to watch, and man, oh man, the toing and froing, the dicing. I wish one of them had a brighter coloured helmet than the other one. Would be a commentator's dream, because when you can't see them that close and you just look at a glimpse to see that, of course, they're in beautiful colours. Now, they've matched the Suzuki motorcycles in with the KTM, so you've actually got a mix of blue and orange in their graphics that they've done. So those two bikes that are out there are pretty much identical, other than the numbers are on it. And of course, to be literally as the stroke flies to be 500 metres away from you, you can't pick up the numbers and the fact that they're going away from us, so that's impossible because there's no numbers on the rear as well. Speaking about commentary, I want to do a shout out for our great Simon Crafer. Man, oh man, Simon stepping up the mark. Last weekend's MotoGP was unbelievable for Simon. Now, yes, I've got a soft spot for him, and it's a separate whole story completely. But just the perspective that he adds to racing, to me, I'm so envious as a commentator to have that knowledge that he has got, and that's what he's portraying and the passion for which he does it. So, Simon, love you to bits, always have done, and of course, former New Zealand champion. But more importantly, when you're the Kiwi and you're commentating World Superbikes, that is amazing, Simon, and congratulations for the step up. Had a few critics when he first got onto his pit work that he was done, but the connoisseurs of racing now know what he's like, and it's what you've got to listen to. And he's lovely and slow talking. I can't control myself like he can, because he can talk slowly, but he talks with passion, and he really tells us in depth as to what it's like out there with motorcycle and machine and man, and I just love it a bit. So I thought I'd throw that one in, and I'm sure he won't be hearing, he'll be probably sleeping in some other country of the world. But Simon, love you and all your little beginnings from here in little old NZ. Great story. Back to Brad with another update. Supersport 600 flying with Kim's, your trusted aerosol technology. Giving away $150 today. Congratulations, Mike Reed, for the lucky rider draw, and as well, of course, in there we've got other products being given away. Thank you, Blair.
All right, can't take my eyes off the battle at the front. Cameron Leslie, Logan Rowell. It's chopped and changed about 3 times and a half a lap, and it's on the white flag now. So absolutely anyone's that battle for the lead. They're massive, 12 and a half seconds up the road from third place, which is still Hamish Simpson, and he's managed to get a little buffer between him and Chris DeFiore. So well done to Hamish on the number 51 machine, the Franklin Engineering Services bike. Well done to Chris as well. So Andy Mack still in 5th, Richard Boyd, and then Sean Parker's now up into 7. Richard Ford's gone back to 8th with Simon Beard and Alistair Wilton rounding out the top 10. But we've got to keep an eye on this one here. Down the back straight they come for the final time. The white flag is waving at the moment. So we've got the back straight and about 3 more corners to go. They're going to happen real quickly. There's nothing in it. Let's keep an eye on it. They are into the flip-flop, braking hard. This is going to be really good. So that's turn 12, 13. They're firing in there, braking hard. But looks like a handy buffer here. This is going to be a good one. Out of turn 14, and it is on here. So well done to Logan Rowell. He's going to get the job done ahead of Cameron Leslie, and well done. So lap time of 1:41.8 by Cameron midway through the race. That is very quick around here on a 300. So that's a fantastic pace. Well done to the D6 Motorsport team. Good, hard, clean racing, and they have won here comfortably by 14.9 seconds in the end. So Logan and Cameron, well done. They both shared the lead about 4 times each, so absolutely brilliant. There we go. Christopher, he'll come home in 4th place ahead of Andy Mack in 5th. Then you go to Richard Boyd and Sean Parker, who have swapped positions. Sean's gone up into 6th ahead of Richard, and then Richard Ford's gone into 8th place. Simon Beard in 9th, and on the 25 machine, Alistair Wilton, he is in 10th place. He had a Greg Percival, George Alvin, Deb Tapper, and then Dylan Byrne, the non-finisher. So that's our round out of our 300 Super Sport. That was their first race of the day. Coming up next, we've got our 6-lap restart for the Superbikes.